Hello guys, welcome back. Today is one of those exciting episodes as we're going to dive back into prismatic evolutions. As you can see from the title, we are doing first the prismatic binder collection, which comes with the 5 packs, the gorgeous binder, the trend that, dare I say, first started with 151. Great idea for a product. This is how you collect, like, the fans and the kiddos especially, to collect their stuff with, giving them a binder and protecting your stuff, at least, again, for beginners. And to add on to this, we're also doing the surprise box in lieu of a build and battle kit. So instead of the traditional build and battle kits that we do, I'm doing the surprise box instead, and I'll explain why later. But let's get right into this. This will be, what is it? Since Prismatic has hard to find, obviously, it's safe to say we won't get another full Prismatic episode like this until I get my hands on the UPC that's coming out with Eevee on it. And then we'll see what happens at that time. Alright, so I'm going to put this aside real fast. That's going to fall cool. Here's the gorgeous binder. And it's, you know what? Put that over there. Okay, sorry about that. So, our binder. And if I take this off as an example, then we will get our pages, and you get the awesome sheet there to protect. And here are your 9 pocket 2-sided pages. And then we keep going from there. So, we'll get right into that. We put this away. I'm going to get our 5 packs out. So, it's 9 packs total. And between our 2 products. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. We're going to go. Actually, let me move this real quick. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Hope everybody's going to be enjoying the weather up here, at least in the New York area. Finally, the weather's getting better. We're getting our fair share of good weather up here. It's finally getting warmer. Thankfully, it's still breezy at the same time. And hopefully, everybody will be happy. People will start going outside, having more fun, whatnot. Okay. Pack number 2. So, I believe, I know my dad bought this binder collection, so I could bust it open on the channel. And I think he paid $60 for it. Because again, the market values are pretty wild for Prismatic. I mean, at least at the time of this video, online, every Prismatic product is wildly crazy expensive. I mean, I'm looking at the booster bundle cases already going for over 1,000 a piece, which is wild. And it doesn't seem like any of it is going to stop. Like, that trend is going to keep going up and up. So even if they do a reprint, I don't think it's gonna help anything at all. I don't think it'll help the market. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they, like, for example, what they did with 151. 151 at first had an uptrend, then had a downtrend. And so did the Charizard UPC, because both products were heavily printed and heavily reprinted. So what happened there is that so much product was printed that at first the prices all went down, which was great because there was a lot of supply for the demand, so the prices weren't that wild. If they do the same thing with Prismatic, there you go. We got the Teal Mask Ogerpon, card 12. Not our best hit, obviously, but it's still a hit. But as what I was saying, that if we, or rather, if the Pokemon Company, if they heavily prints Prismatic as much as they did 151 and the Charizard UPCs, then we should be much better off in terms of a supply and demand difference. So I'm kind of hoping that happens. If I'm going to be honest, I'm hoping that does happen. There you go. Last pack of the box. We kind of blazed through these. Finally, a holographic energy. All right, Dracloak, Duraludon, Black Belts Training, Bronzor, Diplin, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. I had to really break that down in my head. Heatran, Bronzong, Pokeball. Finally, a Pokeball card. Not one of the big ones, but hey. All right, Houndour, and Flareon. I will sleeve up Bronzong because it still is a Pokemon, a Pokeball card. So it is a little something. Put that right there. And let me get these out my way. All right, so now we're going to go to the surprise box. Now, let me explain something. Here is our surprise box. All right, now the reason why I'm doing this instead of a build and battle kit is because the build and battle kit normally comes with 4 packs as well. So you still get your 4 packs. We still get a promo, which the build and battle also has the pre-release cards. And on top of that, you're going to get dividers here. So it's almost the same thing, except that we're going to keep it to the same set, Prismatic, which is why I wanted to do it that way. So here's your, here's the back. And then each side has evolutions on it. Here you go. And here you have the whole group. And the promo card, if you don't know by now, which is why it's called the surprise box, is because you get one of them. You just don't know which one. And this one I decided to keep for myself when I got it because of all the extra plastic it came with. I found this to be very interesting, but obviously I've now seen and heard that I'm not the only one that got boxes like this. Apparently this was a big thing happening around. So it was kind of interesting, kind of wacky. So I was like, let's use that. And let's do it. So okay, so let's look at this slider. Is it a slider? Is it a slider? Yes, it is. So you slide it open. There we go. And just like always, I do not like to spoil myself, so I didn't watch other ones. I didn't know how to open these. And there you go. There's the other one. So this is a beautiful box, to be honest. This is a beautiful storage box that you could use to hold your cards. And it looks great. So, without further ado, here are our dividers. So you got that on one side, and then you have the guys on the other side. And then finally, your 4 additional packs, I should say, plus our promo. Now, I'm kind of hoping for either a Flareon for myself because I love fire types, or a Sylveon for my daughter because that is her favorite. Here we go. Oh, neither. Eevee. Oh, she likes Eevee. So at least we still got a somewhat of a win there. All right. And let's see what else we get. Now that we're going to start with the packs. Let me move this aside. Pack number 1. Okay. And yes, unfortunately for those who are hoping, I'll just be honest ahead of time, I'm going to keep the code card from the Eevee for myself in the game, for the game's sake. All right, here we go. Fritzy, Pupitar, Kaini, Duskull, Professor Sada, Bronzong, Earthbound Vessel, Sada again, this time the Pokeball version. Card 120, by the way. And Diplin, and Munkidori. And now we'll sleeve up the Sada card. So I was kind of hoping at least for a hit here to get back some value, but man, it's not looking good, because I know for a fact these ain't the chasers. Even when it comes to the Pokeballs and the Master Balls, these are not the chasers. So we're not redeeming our value here at all, sadly. So there's pack number 2. Let's see, we got 3 packs to make a difference. Let's see what happens. Hoot Hoots, Amaris, Furfro, Riolu, Heatran, Rescue Board, Professor Turo, Black Belt Training, Riolu, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Alright. Matter of fact, let me see what the Eevee before I forget. Actually, I'll just leave it like this for now. Okay. So I think I'm pretty sure I'm correct when I say that the Eevee is worth more than these 3, than the 3 hits we've gotten thus far. Pretty sure. Because those surprise cards, some of them were pretty darn expensive. Especially because people have them graded already and whatnot. And it was looking pretty crazy, to be honest. But of course, that is the entire Pokemon market right now. The whole market is wild. Cottony, ooh, a Master Ball. Here we go. Again, I don't expect much value here because it's just Cottony. No offense. But, I mean, card 7. But it is a Master Ball. So hopefully something. Noctowl. Let's see. I'll put this in the sleeve. Okay. And our last pack? Yes, last pack. Let's see if we can make it work. And 1. Okay. Hollow Grass Energy, Lopunny, Friends in Paldea, Bronzor, Furfro, Professor Turo, Shaman, Ogre's Mask, Voodoo, and that's a Pokeball. Card 4. Alright. Black Belts Training. And, Sandy Shocks EX. Card 56. Alright. At least we got 2 hits there. It's definitely, again, value-wise, I don't think I'm expecting much there. You're obviously seeing it on the screen. And this double sleeve there. I still think that the highest value card we have is the Eevee from the surprise box itself, the promo. Let me move this out the way. Let me close this up. Okay. So now, just a recap. Let me put them all together. So, recapping, got the Voodoo Pokeball. Got the Sandy Shocks EX. That's 2. Ogerpon EX is 3. Cottony Master Ball is 4. Bronzong Pokeball is 5. And Professor Sada Pokeball is 6. So 6 hits, if you know, the way I count them, based on 9 packs. The hit rate was great. It's just the value that's gonna have us on the lower end, because again, I don't count the promo, but value wise this helps the value. And the reason why, in case you're wondering why this is more expensive than, let's say, the regular Eevee EX that looks exactly the same if you pulled it from a pack, is because of the Prismatic Evolutions stamp. The stamp makes all the difference. It's like their version of the pre-release cards from the Build and Battle kits of any other set. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.